try to instantly download Garden and run the new version of the slides over the laptop, so also the people outside this room can follow them in the streaming. I wish to thank first of all Victor, because he made a very good head to the overall situation which is around. He made the history of what's happening, and now as other projects are happening and they are going to be boiled out in the pot before they are submitted to probably the Commission in late this autumn. We have two of them here present, which will just drive a brief introduction of what they are thinking they are going to do. One is Garden, led by Cisco System, and which already is finding partners around, and the other one is Grande, led by Taste System, which is doing the same stuff. Well, I was just trying to lose a few seconds while they download. Now, now I was just introducing that we have two different projects here. One is, no, that's the wrong one. But we can switch speaker if you download that one first. Garden also. To see Garden. Now we can plug in my Macintosh. That's not him. The name is 2c-garden.ppt. I uploaded it to the servers half an hour ago. Yeah, connect this one. Easy and quick. There you go. Thank you.
Okay. So now let's try to start with an overview about Garden. Garden stands for Grid and Advanced Research, Development, Environment and Networks. And actually what we want to achieve here is integrating all IP and optical. This is very important to understand. We do not want to do any integration between SONET SDH and optical, or ATM and optical, or other technologies. We really want a strict integration between IP and optical. It's all about, there's a lot of projects around, a lot of research around doing a lot of work in SONET SDH and optical integration. This is exactly not what we want to do here. So, you see here, the whole project should be based on an IP and optical control plane. I would not say that this has to be GMPLS, because there is no consensus so far if this will be GMPLS, but at least something similar what GMPLS tries to integrate IP and optical. Then to have integration of IP and wave division multiplexing and dense wave division multiplexing platforms. Then to have packet routing over optical networks, and to have integrated management. So I mentioned already, the whole thing is all about IP and optical integration. Garden should be an intercontinental pan-European network, and it will be. So it will connect lot of research networks and have NRN partners over Europe. And as I already mentioned, the project focus is it should contain that integrated unified control plane for optical networks, which could be GMPLS based. Now, if you look into today and what we expect in networks in the next 2 or 3 years, when you see there is definitely a big increase, a big demand, an increase of bandwidth. We are talking about 40 gigs per wavelength, 80 gigs per wavelength, 100 gigs per wavelength. I think today we are pretty happy with having 10 gigabit per wavelength, 10 gigabit interfaces, but this will change significantly. Also the access rates, of course, will increase to 10 gigabit, for example. There is definitely a change in the infrastructure which we see, which goes from packet over SONET SDH to direct IP and optical integration and optical routers, which are capable of forwarding packets, IP packets, without any SONET SDH in between. IP services management, traffic management, dynamic provisioning of bandwidth, of tunnels. That could be GMPLS. We will see if it will be GMPLS. And, of course, real-time content. What else? That could be like voice, video, mobility, and so on. Now, the project structure looks like you see here. We have basically defined so far 7 work packages, where work package 0 and work package 7 is more or less, I would say, accompanying work like project management and dissemination, etc., and training. And the real network is covered in work package 1, which is the IP optical network, which will consist of a lot of routers, optical switches, wave division multiplexing switches, which will form the core network as well as an enhanced access network. And this should be, and this will be, unified control plane type of control, which we are using here. And it should be distributed management, distributed control, as well as peer model. I will come into that details later on. Then we want to make use of 6net in work package 2, 6net plus. So we, most of you are aware, I think, that Cisco was leading, or is still leading the 6net project. And so we want to enhance that and bring it directly into Garden. Then there is another work package which deals with new protocols, protocol enhancements. Think about routing protocol extensions like traffic engineering for ISIs, OSPF, RSVP traffic engineering, etc. Then there is accounting, monitoring, and security in work package 4. And then we have management and provisioning in work package 5. And on top of all of that, we have advanced applications like grid and storage, etc. So I would like to skip that slide. Partners should be mainly NRNs, universities, research and development, some industry, some service providers. We are still looking for service providers, and maybe others. What do we expect from partners? First, strict commitment, of course. I mean, if some institution wants to partner in that project, we really count then on these partners, count them to do the work, to comply to their amendments, and to do real development here. Each partner should focus on maximum of 2 to 3 work packages, and there could be one partner leading just one work package, of course. He definitely should add value to the group, and one of our selection criteria, the most important, is we want to limit the number of partners, at least for the first phase and for the current phase of Garden, which means we should not have more than 10 partners, 10 to 12 partners, just to make the project manageable and scalable in the first phase. So that's basically my part. We can discuss when later on. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Peter. And now I think it's the same problem as before.